So today we've got this nice black Patagonia down jacket. It's in great shape except for this little tiny hole on the shoulder here. We've got some down poking through. It looks like a little burn hole. So something like this often isn't worth an entire sewn patch, so we're just going to go over it with some Tenacious Tape, and you can totally do that at home. But today we're going to be using this roll of black Tenacious Tape to match this black jacket. So first off, we're going to prep the area to put the patch on. So you can see that we've got some down coming out of this little burn hole, and I'm just going to use this little pen to poke it in there so it's not in our way. And then another important thing is we want to make sure the area is clean. We're going to prepare the wound and clean it up with just a little alcohol wipe or even like a wet paper towel. And then we want to let it dry before we dress the wound. Okay. So now that our jacket's all dry, we're ready to get to the patching. And since we've got this big roll, we gotta cut it into a smaller piece to fit this little hole. So I've got this handy dandy circle stencil here, and I'm just gonna find one that fits our hole pretty well, but also gives some good space around the edges so we know that the down in there is secure and nothing's gonna leak out. So we'll go with like medium size circle, so we've got plenty of room around the outside. So I've just traced my little circle on the tape here, and I'm gonna cut it out. All right, we've got our little patch, and we're just gonna peel it back. It's just like a sticker, very sticky. And then we're gonna kind of hold the jacket down so there aren't any wrinkles, and try to center the patch over our hole, and then we're going to smooth it down. So we know that it's really tempting to use duct tape in a situation like this because it's convenient, it's easy, you've got it on hand, and in a bind, that's okay. But we do not recommend patching any holes with duct tape, especially if you're going to leave it on there for a long time, because the adhesive seeps into these nylon fabrics and it becomes impossible to get out and often causes a lot more damage trying to get the duct tape off of the hole, makes the hole bigger, makes it harder to fix. Big disaster. So it's super recommended that you hang on to some Tenacious Tape, have some patches in your pack when you're out and about or just at home for quick fixes on the go, on the trail, and just little holes at home that don't warrant entire sewn repairs. So the great thing about Tenacious Tape and why we love it as opposed to duct tape is that it's really easy to peel it off if you decide you want a more permanent repair like a sewn fix. But for something like this where it's just a little hole and you want this to be your permanent fix, you can add some heat to get the adhesive going and make it more durable. So at home you could use something like an iron or throw it in the dryer. And then here we've got a fancy heat press that we could just pop it under for a sec. That'll do the trick also. And there we go. All fixed up. And that's all for today, folks.